Am I allowed to unmute now? Am I allowed to be addressed? Am I allowed to say, hello, Cobrats, and welcome to a live stream. I am TryclydeTamer. Oh my goodness. That is way behind. Let's go on this. Cool. My window's open, so I might hear out noise sizes. Yeah. Already botched and stuffed and unk and chopped. Let's do it. I'm a TryclydeTamer. Into here. In fact, I have this turned way down, so how about I crank that up, but also turn my actual headphones down to, I don't know, 40? Yeehaw. But yeah, do allow me to stay up to date. Let me try this. No, my headphones were on the right mode, they just didn't feel right because I have my fan off. I'm going crazy. That's why I don't stream. I go crazy without my fan. Yeah. A lot of things have happened since last time I streamed. It's March 9th of 2026, and I haven't streamed in like 5 months, maybe 4, give or take. And yeah. So about a foot behind me, under my peats, there was a fire on February 5th. I had to redo my flooring. I moved into the other room briefly. There's a noisy car outside. Alright. 5 KOs and Steve will save you. Okay. Total 5 triples in marathon. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna try with the level 5 CPU. Ugh. And just, that's how things are gonna be gone with. Gotta use my strategies of strategizing here in the Tetrisio. This is already wrong. Scuffed and unk and all that. Already repeating myself in jokes. But hey, I got T-spins in me. Yeah! The Pikmin boys are so happy that I'm back. Alright, yeah, am I just gonna keep making that thing go on? It's almost like I should do a Let's Play of Pikmin 4 or something. Or just Let's Plays in general, because it's been forever. What's the last proper Let's Play thing I've uploaded? Surely since, like there's been, I don't even remember. We got Pikmin 3. The Pikmin 3 Deluxe, I don't even know for sure if that was like the last proper thing I've uploaded as a proper Let's Play thing. Goodness. 6 years of all live streams, and only in the fiber era have I only done streams. Oh well. Life could be changing, you never know. We'll see. Get a nice little rebirth of things, perhaps. A Fanty rebirth. Final Fanty. A game I need to play. Or just Fanty Siete in general. Yeah, there's my first KO. Not even paying much attention to the 99ery of it all. Ugh. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Let's do what I can to get that mess cleaned up. Thinking about it. Alright, got me a nice little hole opened up. Do a little bit of that, and then perhaps follow with a little bit of shaboom. Got the Onk music going on. Go to my pursuers. Pursuant to the strategy of Gibbity Gabbidoo. Gonna be ready to knock some dudes out. Who's very knockoutable. Yeah, like that. Well, I'm sure if we get into this last 30 a little bit better, maybe I'll get some proper knockouts myself. I mean, the longer I stay around, the more sensically I'm going to be knocking out. Like that. What's that, what, 3 KOs for me now? That I've heard that noise. Alright. Who is attackable? The one up there. As long as I don't mess myself up. I think I prefer the goofy OG Pikmin puzzle clear noise. It's just that, but more MIDI sounding. I don't know, it just reminds me of like Pokemon or something. Don't know why Pokemon of all things. Not just for the similarity in letters, the PKMN. Pokemon. Yeah. I think even previous times I've streamed this, yeah, I think it's been over 2 years since I last streamed Tetris 99. I think it was the Mario RPG Maximus Cup, so back when that was relevant. In the end of 2023. Yeah. I don't think I got my 5 KOs there. Yeah, no, it didn't happen. So we'll try again. As I check my audio. As I check my audio. Like that. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I still have the laptop of secondary screen, it's just that it doesn't really have a functioning battery anymore. And if I were to get a new battery, might as well be spending that on a, not necessarily a new laptop, just like a functional one for secondary usage, but I don't know if that's necessarily in the purview right now. I think I had my Steam Deck on my last stream, or got it either just before or right after. Oh no, I just have to consult it and be like, hey, there's a Steam Deck. That is now in my possession. Oh yeah, that was back in November. I keep wanting to say February. I was like, I don't know why it's February on mine. Hello? Hello, Governor? Take the time. Choose someone to attack. Bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bada bada bum. Just want to build something up, but not something that's just gonna keep me cleared out and blocked up, even bricked up, as they say, in the very Zoomerly manner. It's me. I am the Zoomerly manner. I'm manner 2. Yeah. That's how we go with it. Yeah. Oh, now we're getting a lot of the noise. I might try for some sort of double treacherous sort of brushable. Well, it's not going to be a double, so I'm just going to boom, 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 be a boomer, and a cat, and go boom. Oh, no, 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 no. I pressed the wrong button. I don't even have my G button set up to be an inconvenience. I'm going to have them set up for Splatoon to where they're not an inconvenience. Yeah, I'm going to have to revisit this one, because I definitely didn't get 5 KOs there. Unless somehow I did. But that's enough of the Pikmin theme. Let's change it up a little. Let's do, I suppose we could curve it up. Curbification of it all. Curbification. Yeah, and even the icon. Oh yeah, purple Tromphy. This reminds me of like the wacky crossover Scooby-Doo thing. It was like almost Scooby-Doo, not quite Addams Family or whatever. It's like they were competing against the Boy Scout cadets. If you want to win Miss Tromphy, you gotta fight hard. Get in the quicksand, that's a negative. I don't even remember. It's kind of proselytizing and combining. Oh yeah, I haven't spoken for 5 months either. Like, don't you know, we streamers only speak when we're doing live streams. So it's like I'm relearning the long way dongle here, see? Like, it doesn't even make sense what I'm saying with this hyped up Kirby music. Hyped up white boy, goated with the frogs. Yeah, we love Kirby music. It's crazy to think that it's is it 2012 or 2011? Kirby's Adventure Wii Return to Dreamland. Was it early 2012 or late 2011? Either way, brings back memories of Let's Play attempts with friends that I've not been spoken to in a long time, even back in high school times, long time, because it was more of a middle school friendship. But things changed over time. I have no idea what's going on here. I'm trying to get like triples and yeah. Just kind of yapping and letting things go as they may. Be that as it may. Don't use that in the paper. It's not like a sensical phrase. It's not exactly a, what do you mean, it's the term like professional phrase of conversation. Man, this is loud. I'm on 40 even on my headphones. So it's gonna go to like the modern Pokemon mode music. Oh yeah, Legend Z8 was out by the time I did my last stream, and I haven't really played much since then either. Goodness. Did I even like briefly load into the game last stream as a gag or something? Nah, it's okay. It was Devour that I streamed last, so I wasn't going to switch over to my Switch 2. Oh yeah, and a lot of times I haven't even really been playing my Switch 2 on 4K, because like, I think HDMI settings are a little goofy. Like, not all HDMI cables are created equal, as you may know. So not all of them necessarily have the full 4K or even 120Hz going through, but my TV's not 120Hz anyway. I mean, I've been putting into consideration a better one, but again, that's like a over time thing. There are different priorities at the time. Just wanna open up that little gap there. So I can do that. Well, it's still kinda messed up there. Either way, kinda just yapping around, playing around. And also, I've been more used to playing Puyo Tetris too. So why not stream that? It's like, well, Tetris 99 is just an accessible stream that I already have like stuff set up for. I mean, I could just like use all this background, change the logo to Puyo, or just like not have any of this, only have a game screen. Don't even need my commentary. I'm just like here to be a simple gameplay channel. Nothing wrong with that really. It's just like, ooh, playing the game, like a more chill stream side of things. I don't know. But it's like, if I'm gonna do all that, might as well just keep things status quo for how I do it. Maybe making sense? I don't think so. But what really doesn't make sense is what the heck is going on here. Another room for a T-spin there. Bam, 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 bam. But there's not room for T-spin now. Because, oh boy, do you fool yourself. Yeah, I don't know. This is some of the weirdest structures I've made in Tetris. It's almost like talking and playing at the same time is a different ball game, you know? But boy oh boy do I like finding situations I can T-spin myself into. Like this, if I can actually focus on where I'm trying to lead it to. Boop. Get back to my in-between phrase pausing while I'm streaming to keep my thoughts together and formulate the way I'm making my sentences go out and play around. Yeah. So, see any good movies lately, chat? Yeah. I saw No Country for Old Men when I was in Canada last, and that was, like, after a previous stream. But now I'm gonna take an even longer trip into Canada. Have fun there. It's almost like I might be scoping things out for a potential relocation. Who am I to let go of my battle plans? Close that in. Oh, it's like the doubled up thing where you skip a clearable line, but still clearing lines nonetheless. I don't even know if I've like done anything that can amount to triples right now. But yeah. I don't know, it was just sounding Skyward Sword-y. Maybe I'll have to do the Skyward Sword theme next. Yeah. They're just playing the lick here. Close that one in. There we go. Now we're making a cleaner little setup for us to go bam 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 peeparoo. Open that one. Close that there. There. Now the gears might be spinning and turning. I don't know. I was losing track of like what could actually count as like the triples that they want for the challenges. And I still need to do the thing that I was failing with the Pikmin theme. The 5 KOs and 1 CPU. Just gotta put the focus and lock in, folks. Oh, I'm about to lock in to everything that I'm doing. It's gonna be so tasty for me. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. My eyes are just darting around. Welcome back, Silly Towers. Indeed. But really, have they gone anywhere? They've gone to hell. That's where they've gone. So they know to unleash the hell upon the world. What if I do this? And perhaps even a little bit of... Hey, just because I'm mentioning you silly towers doesn't mean you need to be too silly. Alright, yeah. I wanted to do something completely different with that, but sometimes your plans don't go as planned, you know? Words to live by. Ultimate quotes from moi de TryclydeTamer. Gulp. Please, see? I'm not even focusing, brother. Yeah. Do this. Like, oh boy, I got a T-spinnable situation. Unwinnable, T-spinnable, Giminable, Genimalosaurus. I'm starting to feel like it's about time for me to get more Pokemon into my life, even if it's not necessarily always regular Pokemon. Like, oh, Heart and Soul, that's kind of been something on people's brains. So I feel like I'm overdue for a revisit to Johto. I've been to Kanto enough. I've had enough Paldea. I always do my Hoenn, my Emerald Randomizer Nuzlots. Sometimes stream, sometimes not. Sometimes more often than not, but... should I even bother trying to talk? But it's almost like live streaming is a chance to practice your speaking skills. Your speaking and playing skills, commentary, not just constantly talking about what's going on in the video game, then being like, oh yeah, remember when I was like, oh, I want to stream Psychonauts, particularly in the summer for like a summer camp theme. But it just keeps not happening. It's almost like it could happen this year, but we'll have to see. But I always want to like get my practice, have some research in the game. But maybe I need to leave my comfort zone. I don't need to know the name of every enemy. I don't need to know every secret. But I think even as of the last stream of Devour last year, I was like, you know, New Super Mario Bros. DS has been on the brain. And yeah, it still has been on the brain because it was like something I had been actively taking notes for. I just need to, you know, finish World 6 through 8, essentially. Then it'd be pretty much dream ready. But then it's like, oh man, do I want to do mini games and multiplayer modes? It's like, no, I don't have to. I'm not required by law. Only the law of TryclydeTamerity. But sometimes the law of TryclydeTamerity isn't meant to be broken. It's like, that's like the first law of TryclydeTamerity. Yeah, who gives a shit, man? Just break it. You know, that they didn't make a Shepherd's Tone Limp Bizkit song for nothing. I love musical studies on that. The unintentional musical genius in various things. And I was like watching, not always the most video game initiated people do video game music reviews. Like what, Marco Meatball? I know he's a gamer. And I like Simile. She's more of a casual Pokemon streamer. Not a real gamer. Joking, I'm not gonna be a gatekeeper like that. I'm just yapping for the sake of yapping. Which, kind of seems to be the case for a lot of content creators when they do like the drama bait, drama slop aura farming. But is it aura to drama slop farm? Asking the real questions here. Because you know what to say. I'm just asking questions. Oh, am I going to become a politics gamer shroom mushroom now? I might be losing it. Yeah. I think we're going to need to drop one of those boys in there. Upon analysis of that. Slowly losing my mind with Kirby music playing in the background. Isn't that just how it's meant to be? I mean, think back to 2013 TryclydeTamer, the last time I did a uploaded Kirby thing. In fact, it's been a few times. Like, I've attempted to do Kirby LPs, but the only things that made it to publishment was the Kirby's Dream Land Trilogy thing I did. Like, yeah, it was like... Was it Wii U at the time? I think, yeah, early 2014, I believe, actually. Unless I'm losing it. No, I'm pretty sure it was 2014. I'm trying to think of the surroundingness of everything, because there was Shadow of the Colossus, and then the whole year of Paper thing. That became a couple years, but it wasn't all the Paper Mario games, and I still have yet to play Sticker Star, even for myself. Gotta get caught up with my life, man. I always say I need to just get back to basics in my life and play the games I haven't played. Like, oh, I gotta beat Sonic Colors and Donkey Kong Country Returns. And oh boy, is there all the more reason to for the Donkey Kong with the almost soft Switch 2 edition. Well, it's an all edition. Just with all the additions in a free update. Imagine that. That had happened. For DKCR HD. Then the weird situation of, you know, this right here. Xenoblade 2 X Switch 2 edition. We wish it was Xenoblade 2 Switch 2 edition. yeah, continue, return to the game. But yeah, the physical for that isn't going to be out until April. So I thought, I was like, oh, it's not going to be playable Switch 2 edition until then. It's like, no, you can play Switch 2 edition now. I need to actually beat the game for myself, of course. Because I get to do so. Like, I've literally only done, like, the tutorial battle back on Wii U. Just never really got around to it, you know? And speaking of other Xenoblade things to get around to, I need to beat, well, play in general, Future Redeemed. I've done Future Connected. I have not done Torna in Xenoblade 2. But I'm working on it, you know? Yeah, see how much I'm working on it right here while doing a Tetris 99 stream, my first stream in a while, first Tetris 99 stream in a while. Yeah. I'm losing it, folks. This is just a revelation. That TryclydeTamer guy, he's not all there. In fact, it's not even the third person's being spoken in, like self-referral. Third person as in, it is a third person. I am not TryclydeTamer, I am Nelson Marsupial. Sorry to break it to you guys. But that's who I am this week. Lying in the grass next to the mausoleum, I don't know. So I'm thinking, it's like, oh, like, yeah, I've been streaming since I got my newer, oops. Maybe I just had to cut it off there. But yeah, I'm just thinking, it's like, oh, March 2nd, a year ago, last year was when I got my Mitsubishi Mirage and all that. But at least I got the challenge out of the way. Might as well try for the KO thing again before it goes super online mode. Yeah. Lagark has been on the brain. There's always a chance to stream that because, well, I've been playing it, well, not so much lately. I might have played it a little bit since ZA has come out. I haven't really played much of ZA, but, in fact, I think I did briefly try to play yesterday, but then I got distracted by, going to bed. Yeah, that's what. Oh boy. You know what you gotta do? You gotta drink water. What's all those CPUs doing for me now? Goodness. Why is our... Ugh, my colors are a little goofy on the TV right now. Even if I got my HDR properly working. Did I enable or disable? Well, I'm not online, so I can always check this. Well, for one, it would be on my TV itself, so on the way. Yeah, we got all this going on full range. In fact, Sometimes people say limited range is better, but we got the HDMI or HDR, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna bother with that too much. It looks fine to me. Nice and playable. Alright. Anyway, let's focus on victory. Does victory sound good to you? Ayayaya. Cake by the ocean. I was doing more of the Knuckle Joe thing. I'll keep wanting to say Beautiful Joe because I always get Knuckle Joe and Beautiful Joe confused. At least I always have. For me, not being much of a Kirby player, but Knuckle Joe is something I should be more familiar with him being a superstar. And then, of course, the game, Beautiful Joe. Which, isn't he an assist trophy? No. Or am I losing it? Burp. I love how, like, pronounced that has been since, like, Generation 6, the super effective and not very effective noises. And just taking a bite, a little chunk of a munch out of it for the not very effective. Burp. 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 But that's, like, the idea for Legends Arceus. Do as little damage as possible while you're trying to, like, task up your moves. Yeah, I'm at, like, danger level, all getting Voltorbed. Or rather, I'm the one doing the Voltorbing. Voltorbalization. Voltorbjorn. Burr, burr. I need to try to open that a bit more carefully. But care, caution, is that really my thing? Oh yeah. Battle music. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Dinky, 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 dink. That is when I get distracted by singing all this stuff. I hear a lot of noises. I don't know if it's been quite 5 yet. Especially not 6. Or even 4. You thought I was going to stoop to the level of basic boy memes. I was probably dead by the time I did my previous stream many moons ago. Moon? Month? People learning basic language skills? Does it mean that? The month is of moonness. Alright, trying to be somewhat strategical about it. Make sense with my worldly capabilities. Feed that one down there, but not put too much damage down into the other one. Oh yes, all the damage is going in there. The damage has been done. The deed has been done. Yeah. So, now entering the brain is Sonic Adventure. Always mulling about how I'd want to, like, handle a proper rebirth of doing that and finishing the LP. I mean, think of, like, what all technically needs to be finished in its own right. Like, something weird happened with Undertale. I was like, oh, I finished the No Mercy Genocide run, but had weird upload issues or something. I mean, like, it's all documented and present on YouTube from my 2016 and 17, I believe, plays of it on the YouTube. And of course I did the Who's It What's It True Pacifist restream run back in 2019 in my dog watching days. Yes. You know, remember them, Choco and Snowball, rest their souls. As of, years ago. Surrounding the time of my own dog's passing. Miss Sydney. Yeah, remember when I was consistent in doing Mario Galaxy 2 streams, and I was like, sorry for missing a couple days, folks. Oh, yuck. My dog passed. But yeah. And then, old friend from elementary school was like, hey, yo, you remember me? I was like, heck yeah, I remember you. Yeah. Alright, just trying to open that thing up. Not very open if I'm Just using all this. You. Go there. There we go. Wait. Look at me. Swimming in my agility. For fertility. Go. Go where I want you to go. I was like, this reminded me of like a CenturyLink icon in the long blue piece of Longitinus, Alright, I think it might be about time to lose it here in a moment. Unless I can squeeze that thing. Nope. What if I still didn't get the 5 KOs? I did. Who am I kidding? Now can I knock those out in one? Nope, because top 50 twice. So at least 2 games. But what will I be doing in order to reach that? Why, I'm going to be switching to this Animal Crossing theme. Yeah. Get the whole showcase of it all. And instead of that one, we're going to be doing that one. Or should I go green or regular classic blue? It doesn't matter. Now what happens? I will never give up the fight. Long as the voice inside drives me to run and fight. Place all your bets on the one you think drives me to. There. I think we're getting back to the groove of me being downright unhinged. Yep. Top 50 or just Master Combo 3. In other words to me, just play the game, man. Don't think too much about what you're doing. Of course, me being used to a lot of Puyo Puyo Tetris lately, not necessarily in all the crazy modes of it, just, basic back and forth of Puyo Puyo and Tetris vanilla, not so much the arcadey, crazy mixture, fusion, swappies, but on occasion. But yeah, still remember the, 99 concept here of choosing your opponents wisely. Always loved my opener that I learned and never really forgot. Like that. Except I need the orange to round that out. Not that I'm gonna be in range for an all clear anytime soon. If I don't get an all clear at the beginning, probably not gonna get one at all. That's how it tends to be for me. I could do that, and that, and that. Okay. That's not too silly with it now. Yeah, with your bossa nova fun time, bossa nova music. Go to bussies, Bucky's, who calls it that this day and age? You gotta be unhinged. That's like a general theme. General worldly unhingedness. Off the rocker. A bit mad. A bit willy. Perhaps even a bit British. Goodness. Yeah, I was gonna put that there, and that here. Now, what do I want to do with the rest of that? What if I squeeze that down there? Then that just makes some holes of accessibility. Yeah, they were my target of the day. Then let's at least get to Tetrisable situations. Why are they targeting me? I'm being targeted. I feel like I say that in almost every Tetris stream, even if it's been a while. Just cause it's something that makes sense to say in my head in the synthesization of Xenoblade 2 Connection. Yeah. Yeah, squeeze it in like that. Yeah. It's gonna be a tougher one. Yeah, go for all my ops. All the ops are targeting me. Yeah. Oh. Now, let's see. Let me actually strategize. I'm gonna open that and that. It's like, oh, it's T-spinnable, so I'll T-spin it. Squeeze you there. Clink. Switch that around. Then squeeze you in there. Then how about that one? Goes there, and that. And then we open up the pit and go for that particular individual. A society of particular individuals. Is this particular individual bothering you? Gotta quote Idiocracy, even if I've seen it twice. More recently, in recent Canada trip. Then other time, a couple years before that. But I remember stuff about particular individuals. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. You wanna see the nervous gap? The gap of nervousness that makes you gulp. Gulp. Definitely don't wanna get too big of a hole back down there. Goo goo. Let's go. See, there's something that could be a TryclydeTamer rework thing. It's just play partners in time again. I mean, that's always been something I thought about. I was like, well, there's the things that Let's Play. I could just play them again in stream format. But then there's things that would make more sense in Let's Play format, just to make them a bit more digestible, like Xenoblade games. Like, oh, I'm not going to be doing entire live streams, maybe just like on the offside of grinding. I don't know. It could be a later issue, it could be a tomorrow issue. Yeah, I'm going to start recording Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles 3D. Huh? Now why would I do that? Probably because... See how I even had that last time I streamed? I got my my regular new 3DS XL modded. Like, yeah, I have my red one that I've used for previous streams, but then my personal gray one has been modded. And of course the Zelda one I've had modded since Christmas time 2012. Such a special time in hell. Yeah. Bam, bam, bam. Thinking. What are you thinking about? Thinking about survival. That's how it usually drums up. And a perfect slippable thing there. And then that. And then that. And perhaps that. But then it gets a little goofy when you get all these long boy pieces. A longitudinal study. Hey, I'm top 20, so yeah. But then now that I'm paying attention to all this, it's gonna all come tumbling down. You know? Yep. That's how it's gotta be now. I want to squeeze that over there. Whatever help it'll be. You never know. See, I got a KO there. Was that my first proper KO, though? Now, did I get the mash combo 3? I guess I did. So now we're gonna switch that. How much switched up are we gonna be with this, though? Well, of course, we are going to go for... Wait for it. Oh my god, there's all these other streams and themes I can do. Did I pass it already? Goodness. No, I don't have to do the other Animal Crossing theme. Who am I to follow the rules? I could do the unconventional ones. Yeah, unconventional, like Splatoon, a game that I've never heard of, never streamed, never touched in my entire life. And if you've seen the multiple different videos of different Splatoon disc ownership of me holding out going, "You're a kid, you're a squid, you're a kid, you're a squid." Well, zooming on my face for that. No, you didn't. You have not seen it. Huh. Is the screen screening out in a goofy way? Because the slight green tinges. And of course, the Halo world. Whoa. How long have I been on the stream? So many different things. I was about to not stream because of how things are changed up with the whole multi-stream output. Of course, that's kind of my own doing. It's like, well, if you can do the multi-RTMP as a baked-in feature rather than just a plugin, why not? It's just kind of annoyance to deal with. I like how muted the colors feel actually right here. I'm sure I've voiced that opinion before. I need to be careful with the towers I construct over there. Gotta be careful. Nostril, yeah. I got a nostril on my nose. And it's sticky. Oh, yeah. trying to fix up what I had going on. As long as I do top 50, I'll be alright. Pretty much got an hour invested into the streaming. Aside from the whole, you know, actually trying to keep things working properly thing. That whole shebang ordeal. Yeah, do that. Except they're trying to change up how the other ways I wanted to do things. Still the T-spin, that's not quite how I wanted to do that. But oh well, it opens up. Yeah. Alright, I'm still putting deliberate thought into everything, even if it may seem like I'm not. I gotta get my redemption somehow. Alright, let's wait for double blue, so I can go shaboom, and a shaboom, and a kabaloom, and a bahoom. No! There's a misinput. That's how it's always gonna be. Well, when in doubt, do that. And still scream in pain and not pleasure. Yeah, screaming in pleasure. That's how it always is. I just go to their nostril monstrum. Nostril proselytizing. I don't know why that word's just been on the brain. I mean, I've seen it used somewhere. Then it's just been kind of the disc loaded into the NPC brain I've got going on here. Like, cool. I do the NPC brain, and then I watch live streams of raccoons and possums and deer and foxes eating, like Creator Vision, and then I watch train live streams while eating popcorn. Do my double feature of pebbles in popcorn, or even Pop-Torts in popcorn. I don't know. It might be a popcorn night, we'll have to see. Keep it classic. And even still, with me in my DoorDash era, it's like, oh, it's still streaming on a Monday. This feels like the obligatory, not quite as busy day to stay home and stream with. Even though I was almost wanting to go out working today. But then I didn't. So it was all for schnot. No! See, like I wanted to put the blue piece in, but then I did that anyway. Got something to make up for it. Alright, let's go ahead and open up the pit or something. Get the obligatory, non-obligatory obligation salt spray rig or not salt spray rig music. I don't even know what I'm saying. Just a map that comes to mind in general thinking of Splatoon 1. Now let's open up. Let's see how long I can keep this going. Feels like it was a lot more effort to get to this point in this run than before. It was like, oh, I'm already in top 20s. Alright. Then it goes door. We get it. We love the Metallopod scream time. Scream music. Wah wah whoa. Let's do it again. And remember, and I was like, ooh. That was like almost one Wii U game where it would still be semi-worthwhile to get like the Wii U gamepad mod. Like, yeah, you only really see the maps of Splatoon 1. Well, for one, you would need to like do all that stuff, and it's still a bit hazy. The mod stuff to keep on online functional for Splatoon 1. I don't know. It's becoming lost media, you know. Yeah, like and stuff, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to run it right there, and then I'm going to run the jewels, and then I'm going to smoke a dork, and I'm going to that, and I'm going to probably go for the one who's close to completion. Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and clean up what's clean-upable, you know. But then I make things more of a mixing bowl of problems. Open that. Okay, I have to do that now. Sure. Do what I can. We're doing some prolonged prolapsing right here. Pause. What can it be? I don't know. Boom. Gears are turning in my brain. It's like, oh, my brain is also programmed. It's like, ooh, later parts of winter, particularly like February. It's like, oh, this is when I watch Markiplier, Amnesia Custom Stories, and just horror stuff in general. But yeah, I guess I haven't seen the movie Iron Lung yet, but I should watch the Iron Lung gameplay for potential Iron Lung movie watching. You never know. But yeah. Except now I'm not really going to get the theater experience unless there's still like prolonged showings. But either way, it's probably going to be streamable before too long. I don't know. Gotta see how all that plays out. There we go. Shaboomy. It'll be open soon. Like this. Shabang. Wahoo! Make that. No, I wanted to make it T-spinnable, but it wasn't behaving for me. No, I have to behave for you. Yeah. Because you gotta behave. It's just, you know, good practice to behave. Just get that hole open so you can drop the big boy blue piece down yonder. Pew! Oh, that person looks like they're gonna be an issue with their building things. I don't know. If I can survive them, then it'll be lovely. Was it on stream that I've won a regular Tetris 99 before? I don't know. But as you know, I got my Invictus. So there's proof that I have won before. Just a matter of getting a smattering of victory in Invictus. Don't invite me to such a thing. Yeah. 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 Get order! Sometimes the pieces don't behave when you're in all this high-paced, fast-paced, good time of fun time having. Yeah. And that, you gotta squeeze it down there. Oh, sure. Gosh. Oh no. Is this where it goes tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down? Only on account of mentioning the whole tumbling downness of it all. Oh boy. Not something that happens often in Tetris 99. Making it to this point. Do what I can do to make it here for you. There's Sky. The big focus is making it down there. Like that. Please. See, I'm not even like being too strategical, I'm just like focusing on survival, not even paying attention or any mind to such opponents. It's building me up a little something. Let that happen. Let some line clearings happen. Yeah. Oop. Keep at it. Top 5 is already impressive on its own. But it's just gonna keep repeating this music too. Yeah, you don't hear reruns like that in Splatoon. So that just throws you off your game. You don't hear the double ska. Well, the double ska like that, but not in terms of letting it rerun for the music. Doing a lot of faux pas here. That one. Go. Yeah, it's about to unload on me in a moment. There we go. Goodness. Hey, 4th place isn't bad though, unless it was like weird. Yeah, there we go. Got a new icon out of it. So that is impressive in its own right. And I think we are just 50 minutes on recording. And I tried like almost a half hour of previous stream attempt and getting everything's working. Hey, now we got the red trophy. Yeah. Really? I haven't done that much. That's the most amount of lines I've cleared. I guess I did do more of an endurance thing here. Not necessarily like building up big Tetrises, but like, ooh, I got line clears, so I'm gonna take those line clears. Sometimes that's just the way to go. Endurance. Not necessarily always power, just focusing on your opponents, you know? It's fine. But, we got a stream clocked in. Just because I got this stream clocked in doesn't mean I need to take a hiatus for 2 more months, even though I will say, can't just willy-nilly talk like that, because I always try to promise things and like it doesn't happen. But also there's the fact that a week from tomorrow, on St. Patty's Day, I'm going to be dancing to like Shiveria music, because Celtic Christmas Pokemon, not Pokemon Mario. I just saying things in mind. It's like, oh, I'm thinking Sword and Shield. It's kind of British, Scottish, and Irish adjacent. But yeah, Canada, March 17th through April 10th, and then a day off to come home. Then I get on the airplane again. I'm going to Florida, April 12th to 23rd. Yeehaw! So that's pretty much most of March and April. Done like that. But that means some fun, relaxing time, but that's also a time of not working, so I might still try to get that DoorDash money in between that vacation of Palooza. And then, oh boy, it's time to lock in for life after all that comes through into the month of May and beyond. We'll see how things go. Oh yeah, and I do have a dentist cleaning. There's always like a Tetris stream adjacent to dental stuff on the brain. Like back in 2021 was the Wisdom Tooth Saga, then all those other follow-ups. Then look, here's what I'm doing. End of a stream. The end of stream yapping. Can't forget about this. And you also gotta address me. Wart is voiced by Luis Guzman in the Mario Galaxy movie. That looks like a very busy, convoluted movie that I hope actually has good presence of overall Galaxy stuff going on. I'm sure it's gonna be fun. Like, yeah, it's gonna be a little loaded. Hopefully not gonna have the Space Jam Legacy thing. It's like, oh, a lot of stuff and a lot of characters. Isn't it just epic and cool and awesome and amazing? I don't know, we'll see. It can only be so bad, right? Oh, yuck. Look at me jinxing it. Me and me alone. And not anything else. But, yeah. How about those Nintendo Switch 2 games as well? There's not really much. I didn't even get Pokopia yet, but I can. I'm going to do it right here on stream. Show you all my credit card and PayPal and monetary financial info. Because it has been selling out physically and has been pushed up to $80. It's like, oh boy, Switch 2 has another $80 game. That's just more of like a supply-demand thing. But also Nintendo is suing the US government. Ha ha. Get canastered. Because of the whole tariff ordeal. I don't know, a lot of things on the brain, but we'll see how things play out over time. I still want my Metroid Prime 2 and 3 remastered, even though there was kind of a leak thing that showed like a Walmart and NSO GameCube thing showing Pikmin 2 and Prime 2 on the GameCube, but Pikmin 2 is like a purchasable game too, but then I'm just like, might as well play the original one because it's going to have the actual product placement unless they don't do the product placement in the original run of Pikmin 2. Look at me yapping, being indiscernible, me getting winded and sleepy and tired. I want to turn my fan back on. I would like to thank you all for watching the stream, very much so. I love y'all so much. It's been a fun time. There will be more streams, even if it may not seem like it. Goodness. Until that next stream, whenever it may be, whether it's before Canada, after Canada, it's probably going to be a day of rest and packing in my one full day between Canada and Florida. But yes, there will be a fruitful future full of fruits like your efforts at the boring mini fruits. Like born, bearing, load bearing, force, sublime. Enough of that. Goodbye, recording. Do not toast yourself, and remember, address me. I already made the joke. Triclyde and Mort and all that. Blah. Bye, recording.